Welcome to Kotak Chat Room, presented by Kotak Securities. I am your host, Indu Chaudhary. Today in Kotak Chat Room, we are going to focus on the upcoming IPO of Sai Silk Kalamandir. And to discuss more details on this IPO, joining us Mr. Bhardwaj Rachamadugu, Senior Vice President of Sai Silk Limited. Uh, sir, I hope I got your surname correct.
Yes, ma'am, you did right. Yes, perfect.
Great. First of all, thank you so much for joining us on Kotak Chat Room.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
To begin with, I want to understand the company is raising around 600 crore through this issue. So please give us a brief and breakup of how will you allocate these funds?
Ma'am, Sai Silks Kalamandir has been incorporated in 2005. The strategy has always been to address the women's ethnic wear market. We have started our journey with one format called Kalamandir format, which focuses towards the middle income class segment of the society. And the contribution of the Kalamandir format was majorly with saris. Since then, we slowly started growing one step at a time. As we kept growing, we've understood the target market gap in this particular segment, and we've addressed the gaps by using our other formats called Brand Mandir, Kanchipuram Varamahalakshmi Silks, and KLM Fashion Mall. And with these four formats, as of today, we have about 54 stores, a retail square footage of about 6 lakhs, and our presence is across 4 states, and we work with more than 4,000 weavers, and our employee strength is north of 5,000. So that has been our journey so far, and our 17 years of journey in this particular space has given us enough confidence with a mature business model. Now is when we wanted to enter into newer markets, and we wanted to raise money through public markets to unlock the wealth. And what we intend to do is, with a 600 crore primary, we intend to open about 30 new stores in Tamil Nadu market, and that is a major part of our usage of proceeds, out of which 400 crores, 120 crores is towards the capital expenditure, 280 crores is coming towards the working capital. We also intend to pay about 50 crores worth of debt, and the remaining is earmarked towards GCP, which we wanted to use to improvise our payment days to our vendors, and therefore gain substantiate amount in terms of cash discounts to help us increase our gross profit levels in the near future, wherein we plan to open 7 stores this year, 18 stores the next year, and the remaining stores are the further year to come. All of these stores will be company owned, company operated stores in the Tamil Nadu segment.
And Tamil Nadu has a great appetite for silk sari. So what are your plans for Tamil Nadu especially?
So first and foremost, ma'am, currently when we closed 2023 revenue, we did about 1,352 crores of revenue, out of which 67%, I think close to 950 crores, came from saris. So the remaining contribution was with non-sari categories such as women's ethnic wear, men's wear, and kids wear. So we position ourselves to be women ethnic wear player. And currently, our store presence from Tamil Nadu, if you take as a market size, out of this 950 crores, the total market size in the entire country is 46,500 crore sari market, just a sari market. That puts us around 2.5% is the market share of currently what we have. And talking about Tamil Nadu as a market, Tamil Nadu has a highest sari consumption market in the entire country. It has a market size which is equivalent to Andhra and Telangana put together. And with that same strategy, 10 years back in 2011, we have opened 2 strategic stores, one in Kanchipuram and one in Mylapore, Chennai. And we have opened 2 other stores in the last Q3 and Q4, last year Q3 and Q4. All these 4 stores are doing phenomenally well. We are doing much higher than the company's averages, and we have been getting great amount of feedback in terms of our customer sentiment, customer acceptance level. With that same motivation, we also plan to open 30 new stores. If you take this Tamil Nadu market, as you rightly said, the silk sari consumption is highest in this market, And if you take our four formats, our Kanchipuram Varamalakshmi silk format caters to that exact target market of having majority of its product offering being silk saris and handloom oriented product offering. So with that same strategy, we have opened these two stores, and these two stores also are doing phenomenally well, and the old two stores are also doing phenomenally well. We have been in the last 10 years slowly trying to understand the market, the tastes and preferential analysis of our customers. With all of this put together, we plan to open about 30 stores in and around Chennai, in and around other parts of Tamil Nadu like Coimbatore, Madurai, Salem, and many other potential areas. And we believe with the success of that four stores, we believe that these other upcoming stores also will be a great method for our in terms of a target market. Yes.
So, how do you manage inventory for these frequently changing sari designs and ensure timely product turnover?
We don't procure the same design, same sari in multiple numbers, meaning like hardly we have about 3 to 5 saris in the same kind. What that does is at any given point of time, the customer has a wide variety of options to choose from. Now, coming down to the specifics of it, each and every product that we sell within our ecosystem, we map it with multiple attributes about a product, be it a body color, body design, pallu, fabric, sourcing ID, vendor, weaver, which area, which region. So we try to do a thorough analysis of each and every product once it gets sold, and that is the feedback that we take to ensure our sourcing and supply chain network is weaved, and that is what translates to our designs as well. So we have, what we tend to do is like we try to take our weavers into our capacity, feed them with the enough capacity that he or she can take, and that's the scientific approach that we follow, and that is the reason why our designs, we tend to keep exclusivity in and around our designs, and that is what we translate into our stores as well.
We are witnessing an evolution of the organized apparel retail segment in India. What is the reason behind this shift towards, organic segment from unorganized market, and how do you foresee this trend on upcoming quarters?
Ma'am, in the areas where we currently operate, it is heavily dominated by unorganized players. Even as of today, 20 according to the reports also, 2020 30% is only organized and 70% is unorganized, which by 25 it will become 40 and 60. One of the strongest thing, a driver growth factor that is paying the way towards unorganized to organized shift is definitely GST, ma'am. 2018 onwards, we are seeing this in a major impact. Now, what happens with these unorganized players is like with the lack of this GST compliance, with the lack of technology and systems trying to help them take the right decisions, often what happening is like, these year-end sale is something that they do. They all often try to mark up the products in a much higher fashion, and they do this clearance sale to get it down. And what also happens in, especially in this particular segment in the women ethnic, especially saris, is because we source from so many places in so many cities, the importance of technology seems to be a very important factor for us. Now, across the entire board, I'm very happy to say that for us, majority of the sale, more than 90%, is coming from full price sale. If you talk about Varama Lakshmi as a format, in the history of Varamahalakshmi, we've never done end of season sale or any discount sale or any clearance sale. That tells how strong of a brand positioning that we have in this particular segment. And the tailwinds of this GST coming is one of the important reasons in terms of our growth as well. If you talks about the likes of the current industry, there are a large number of conglomerates like be it Tata, be it Reliance, like with Tanera and Avantra. There are a lot of sari focused brands that are trying to catch hold of the winds in terms of the unorganized and the organized players. And because we have the state of the art systems, I think one other important reason for our growth in the history has always been we use technology to a great extent to ensure that our decisions making skills majorly is driven by data, being from the sourcing side, being from the sales side, being from the forecasting side. We use technology to a great extent.
Is the desire for big fat wedding boosting this segment?
Ma'am, 100%. If you see the core, like, most of our product portfolio being occasion and wedding wear, talking about weddings per se, generally in a typical wedding, we can expect at least 50 to 60 saris being bought just in the bride and the bridegroom side. The large number of impact in this particular industry, what we are seeing is a number of occasions. If you take about typical muhurat, like this a bride is expected to change at least 2 to 3 saris, like varapuja, like muhurtam, talambralu, reception. A lot of events are catching up, and this tailwinds of like mehendi, sangeet, all of that is coming, and a lot of sari consumption is happening. And one other important aspect of this wedding market, if you have to say, ma'am, there's a culture in South India called gifting. So when in the near and dear, along with the wedding card, we also tend to give the wedding card along with a small sari as a return gift for the near and dear. So a large amount of sari consumption happens in a typical wedding. And as you know, in a typical wedding, the highest budget goes to jewelry. The next highest budget is for women's apparel. And in the women's apparel space, sari is their go-to format. So a large amount of demand comes from saris also.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining with us, and we wish you all the very best for your upcoming IPO.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much for taking your time.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.